I recorded something for about 5.5 minutes a little while ago, and then I ended up hitting X when I got done with it, so I didn't save it. But basically, I'll sum it up real quick and basically tell you what it was. The more attention you give something, the more it... No, that's not it. Oh, man, how can I summarize it? You say... We were talking about something, me and my buddy Dave were talking about something, and he basically said that people these days, the generation these days is really stupid. They're too dumb, and you ever see the movie Idiocracy? It's really going to be like that. It really is. It's heading that way. And I say, that's not how I see it. Because if that's the way you see it, picture, if everyone thinks that doing simple, stupid things are dumb, or isn't the way to go, that's better than if people start thinking, oh, well, all these people are doing these simple, untalented, whatever things, following along with trends, and that's what's cool, and I worry more about being cool, and then people do that, that's what everything's going to turn into. But if you don't worry about being cool and fitting in and doing everything that everyone else is doing, it won't be that. Let's say, I don't know. I'm trying to shorten it. But say everyone doing the same thing, following trends. If you keep trying, if you dumb yourself down to fit in with everybody else around you, then yes, the world is going to do that. But if you start not paying attention to those negative things, those really things that you find dumb or insulting or annoying or, you know, not good or unhealthy, and all the things that you don't see as very smart to do, or the things that you don't want part of your life, you stop doing them, you don't pay attention to them, even though other people do them. And, you know, over time, they will go away. They're not going to happen overnight, but they will happen more often if you keep them out of your life, or you stop giving them attention. If you don't like something, don't talk about it anymore. Just let it go. Everything, all the time, constantly. And it's hard to do on a day-to-day basis, because you can do it at one time, you're strong, and the next day you're just so negative about, oh, life is falling down upon me. But if you can just stop thinking about all the things that are going wrong and know about what's going right and keep focused on those going right things, over time they will happen. Say the species that couldn't really talk but could communicate somehow to each other, let's say insects developed wings, certain things developed shells so they could protect themselves. Evolution, we think, you know, it's basically something, doesn't have something, they're all gathered around in Times Square saying this is what's acceptable and this is what's going on in society. So everyone else tries to either stick to that or thinks that's what's common and feels like they're a renegade to it, or I'm not going to follow along. So now there's even more separation. Well, in those days, think that thought you were it and you could do whatever you wanted. And you believed that. And no matter what anything else around you was doing, you believed that you could do what you were doing. So you developed the ability to fly. You developed the ability to do these different things. Your body, you know, morphed because you thought it so. Well, now you see the people around you, and because they can't, and because the collective ideas have all formed to be so much with 7 billion of us, we don't believe that we can do certain things, but we can. It's just going to take a period of evolutionary time for us to figure out, or to just believe it so. You know, the things that evolution of animals, where they went from bent over, walking on all fours, to standing upright. That wasn't something that happened in a year, or 10, or 20. It was like 100,000. You know, these evolutionary changes happen over 100,000 years, but they come out of belief. They don't come out of, I just don't think I could. Of course, if you don't think you can, you're not going to. But if you do think you can, you can. It just happens over time. That's the thing. So, I guess I sort of summarized it. The first time it was 5 minutes, and this time it's 4:23. So, peace.